Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Commodity-TV is still in Vancouver here, and we are now at the offices of M2 Cobalt. And you remember the Cobalt Explorer working in Uganda. We talked about last year already at our channel. And big day here today because they have a beautiful merger with an Australian company. And Simon Clark, the CEO, wants to give us, of course, a first update on that. Simon, welcome.
Hi, Jochen.
Thanks for taking the time here in your offices. The merger with Jervois, I think, is the company called, Australian company. How did it come to that, and what is going on?
So, I've known Jervois for about a year. Met them at Endeavour in Cape Town last year, and we swapped notes, and we've been, they came to Uganda in September time, and then they've got more and more engaged with it. And for a number of reasons, it just made a lot of sense at this time to put the two companies together in a friendly merger.
Fantastic. So Jervois is also like a mining company, or they are more technical company? What is that?
Yeah, great question. No, Jervois is actually a 50-year-old junior miner out of Australia. Historically, a lot of it's been gold and some base metal stuff. And they took the decision, actually not dissimilarly to us, about 18 months ago, that they saw a real opportunity in cobalt. They wanted to build a cobalt platform that could morph into $1 billion cobalt player. So to do that, they attracted a very, very strong team. The company's CEO is Bryce Crocker, who was one of the key guys who built Extractor up and then sold it to Glencore and spent some time with Glencore. He brought in his chairman, Peter Johnson, who ran the nickel side of Glencore.
Oh, wow. Some big names, I would say.
Some very big names. They've got a very deep technical team. The technical team ran a project in Uganda called Murrin, which is a big nickel laterite, nickel cobalt. Is run by Glencore. And Peter and his team were the guys that turned it around from being non-profitable, tricky geology, into being profitable.
Wow.
So it's a first-class team. They have ambitions to be $1 billion cobalt player. They also have initiatives in East Africa, in Tanzania.
So they know Africa well.
They know Africa really well, and they all know the Congo very well through Glencore days. They know how much cobalt is there. They love the fact that Uganda is on the same trends, has previous production. They're very interested in what we're doing with the old Kalimbe mine and opportunities there.
Super.
But they're also looking at Kabanga in Tanzania, which is a major deposit as well. And for them, they don't have a base there, so they're highly impressed with our, what I would term for a junior, a unique team that we have on the ground in Uganda, 25 to 30 people, headed by Dr. Hinton, great presence, ability to do stuff, ability to cover the whole region. So for them, that was a huge reason for doing the deal.
Absolutely, great. So that makes all sense to me. So what are the next steps? Meaning, all costs money. Will they put some money into the merger or into your company? How does it work? And what is the next step then for them?
Okay, so we've agreed it's a friendly merger. So it's one for one. So which means that for every share our shareholders have, we get one new share in Jervois. And so the process is we've signed definitive agreements, and so now it's conditional upon shareholder approval on our side, and you have to go through a court process in BC to approve the plan. And we believe that'll take up to 3 months at the outside. But in the interim, Jervois is providing us with a working capital facility of up to $3 million, which will enable us to keep the momentum going in Uganda. It will allow us to keep the drills turning and keep building on the work that we've done.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Super. So keep the drills turning. What drills are turning? What are you doing now down there? Let's come to the real business.
Well, as we announced a couple of weeks ago, when we closed off our 2018 program, we'd done about 2,000 meters of initial drilling. It's exploration drilling, but it's really intriguing to us because, as you know, we have 3 different styles of geology, and we wanted to test each style. We tested 2 of them, and we started to test a third, based on the information that we get from that. And we're expecting full assay results to be ready to be released probably mid-February.
Oh, nice. So
Yep.
like in 3 weeks?
In 3 weeks.
Cool. So we get news flow.
Well, there'll be news flow.
Lovely.
And based on what we see and where the right place to put the next phase of money will be, then obviously that's where we would focus. But it's very much going to help inform us of how we build out for 2019. And obviously we're working with our new colleagues at Jervois who, as I mentioned, have incredible technical depth. So in early February, I'm in Uganda with them, with our head geologist Dean, and we will be putting together our 2019 work programs.
Perfect.
But they want the drills to keep turning. They want us to build on whatever we found in phase one and move to the next level. So it's exciting.
Great. So when can we then expect a resource estimate?
For us, resource estimate, I would say, I mean, we've always said our goal would be to get that a maiden resource during 2019. That's still our goal.
Super.
A lot of it is obviously going to depend when we can, get the drills back in.
But it's still the plan to do that.
It's still the plan. Again, a lot of that's going to be based on what we see from these results. They're probably going to tell us what we have to do for our next phase of drilling or where we have to focus, and so we'll know all that very shortly. We'll go through those plans with Jervois, and then we'll dedicate resources and launch the 2019 program. So it's all imminent.
Fantastic.
It'll all unfold over the next 4 to 6 weeks on that side.
No, perfect. Last question. Let's have a look a little bit outside the box, because finally you want to bring your exploration status, of course, in production, because the car makers, the battery makers, they need the cobalt, because otherwise you would not explore. Is Jervois like a company you would say, okay, now with them on board, we maybe can go faster in production when we have done our homework, when we have done pre-feasibility, feasibility, etc., and would it positively affect you? For the future.
Absolutely. So, first of all, and apologies for not making this clear up front, Jervois has a very large nickel cobalt resource in Australia. It's a 167 million ton inferred resource. They're in the process of finalizing a PFS on that, and they're looking at a 3 million ton per annum facility. So that's a large project. As I mentioned, they're from their background from Glencore and running Murrin.
That's what I thought.
They're the right guys to operate it. So that will, that's a resource that's going to start moving ahead and moving forward. But it also provides a platform for them to look at other major assets in East Africa and beyond. For them and us, we're very interested in the old Kalimbe mine, the old tailings there. We're interested in Kabanga in Tanzania. There's other opportunities in Zambia. Again, opportunities across the region. So, as you know, exploration is a multi-year process.
Normal,
But, I think there's ways that we can short-circuit things. And certainly, we couldn't have chosen a better technical team. I mean, we have deep experience on the exploration side. These guys bring in deep experience on development, production, metallurgy.
That's what you need.
Everything you want. So we have the full spectrum covered, is what we believe.
Perfect. That was a great final sentence. Thank you very much for that. Well, then all the best. Let's see how that goes. And I'm pretty sure, I look forward to the news flow then in 3 weeks, right?
Absolutely.
Super.
We'll keep you closely posted.
Simon, thank you very much.
Thanks, Jochen.
Ladies and gentlemen, there was Simon Clark, the CEO of M2 Cobalt, and you heard it. There was just a merger concluded today with Jervois in Australia. And it looks like a very, very positive thing. Not only that Jervois is injecting money into M2 Cobalt, the drills keep turning, but also from the technical side, this is exactly something a smaller exploration company needs for the future. And now I would say they have lined up the perfect case for future cobalt production. Of course, this will take several years, but anyhow, with a perfect technical team that all together merged, I think very positive for the company. So I would say check out the company. Thanks for watching us, and bye-bye from Vancouver.
Bye-bye.